Listen to me. Somebody already sacrificed for you. Somebody already put in the blood, the sweat, and the tears so you could be in this room today. Yet here you are, hiding, pretending, playing a role that ain't even yours. You walk like you're unsure. You talk like you don't belong. You hold back because you're afraid that if the world sees the real you, they won't accept you. But let me tell you something. The price for your greatness has already been paid. You keep acting like you need permission to be great, like you got to earn the right to be real. NH, that bill has already been covered. So why are you still playing small? Why are you still putting on a mask? You out here faking confidence, faking success, faking like you got it all together. When the truth is, the moment you step into who you really are, you win. And let me tell you why you need to hear this today. Because some of you are on the verge of losing everything. Not because you're not talented, not because you're not capable, but because you refuse to be. Your future is waiting on you. Your family is depending on you, but you can't collect what's yours if you keep living a lie. Look around you. Every successful person you admire, every leader, every champion, at some point they had to make a decision. Do I keep faking or do I finally claim what's already mine? This ain't about motivation. This ain't about hype. This is about you making a decision today that will change the rest of your life. So I need you to lock in. I need you to listen to every word I say from this point on, because by the time we're done, you will have no excuse left to keep faking. It's already paid for. Now go take what's yours. Authenticity isn't just a buzzword, it's the foundation of real success. Too many people spend their lives pretending to be something they're not, thinking that if they fake it long enough, they'll eventually make it. But let me tell you the truth. Pretending only delays your blessings. The opportunities meant for you can't find you if you're hiding behind a mask. Every time you show up as someone you're not, you're pushing away the very things you were created for. You're missing out on relationships that could elevate you, connections that could change your life, and moments that were designed specifically for you. Because the world doesn't reward copies. Think about it. The most successful people, the real game changers, they don't try to be anybody else. They embrace exactly who they are, flaws and all, and that's what makes them unstoppable. But you keep second guessing yourself. You hold back because you're afraid that if you show the world who you really are, they won't accept you. Let me free you from that lie right now. What's for you is for you. You don't need to act like somebody else to get it. You don't need to pretend to be bigger, smarter, richer, or more confident than you really are. What you need is to own your truth. Walk in it, speak from it, operate in it, because that's where your power is. See, the fake version of you might impress some people, but it'll never impact them. The real you, that's where your influence, your greatness, your destiny lives. And until you're willing to stand in that unapologetically, you'll always feel like you're chasing something just out of reach. So today, make the choice. No more playing a role. No more acting like you've got it all together when you don't. No more saying what you think people want to hear instead of speaking what's actually on your heart. Because the second you get real, the second you step into your truth, doors will open that you didn't even know existed. Opportunities will come that were waiting on you, not the version you've been pretending to be. Stop delaying what's already yours. The world needs the real you. You keep moving like you still owe something, like you've got to prove your worth before you can step into your blessing. Let me tell you right now, the price has already been paid. The sacrifices have been made. The foundation has been laid. The hard part, that was handled before you even got here. Somebody before you, your parents, your grandparents, your mentors, your ancestors, paid the price with their blood, sweat, and tears so that you could be in this position. Yet here you are, still acting like you're not good enough, still hesitating like you need permission to be great. You think you got to earn every single inch, but the reality is some doors have already been unlocked for you. Some opportunities are just sitting there, waiting for you to step up and claim them. But instead of walking boldly into what's yours, you're out here acting like an outsider in your own destiny. You're doubting yourself, questioning your right to be in the room, when the truth is, you belong here. You don't have to beg for a seat at the table when the table was built for you. You don't have to fake confidence when the path has already been paved. What you do have to do is stop hesitating and start moving like it's already yours. Stop acting like you need approval. Stop playing small because you're scared of what people might say. The struggle, that was handled. The foundation, that was laid. Now, the only thing left to do is walk like you own it, because you do. The moment you understand this, the moment you stop carrying the weight of doubt like a burden on your back, you'll see how much lighter success feels. You'll see that you were never meant to fight for scraps. You were meant to claim what's already been set aside for you. It's yours. It's done. It's paid for. Now go take it. You can fake it all you want, but sooner or later the truth will come out. You might fool some people for a while, but fake can't sustain. It's only a matter of time before the cracks start showing. See, when you build something on a lie, whether it's your career, your relationships, your reputation, it's like building a house on sand. The first storm that hits, everything crumbles. You can pretend to be confident, pretend to be successful, pretend to have it all together, but when life applies pressure, when real challenges come, the truth will be revealed. That's why so many people struggle, not because they don't have talent, not because they don't have potential, because they've built their lives on an illusion instead of a foundation. They've spent so much time being what they think people want them to be that when it's time to show up for real, they have nothing solid to stand on. And let me tell you something, keeping up a fake image, that's exhausting. You're constantly watching your back, constantly adjusting, constantly trying to make sure nobody sees the real you. That's why you feel drained. That's why you feel stuck, because you're carrying a weight that was never yours to carry in the first place. But here's the good news. You don't have to live like that. You don't have to pretend anymore. The moment you decide to be real, to own who you are, to stop chasing validation and start standing in your truth, everything changes. The right people will show up. The right opportunities will find you. The right doors will open, not because you faked your way in, but because you were bold enough to step in as you. So stop running, stop hiding, stop pretending, because fake won't get you where you're trying to go. Only the real you will. You ever notice how real people can always spot a fake? You think you're fooling everybody, but the truth is real recognizes real. And the people who truly matter, the ones who can open doors, the ones who can elevate you, aren't impressed by your act. They're looking for something genuine. See, you can trick the crowd, but you can't trick the kings and queens of the game. The ones who have made it, they've been through the struggle. They've been through the fire. They know what it takes, and they can smell authenticity from a mile away. That's why you're not getting the opportunities you think you deserve. That's why the right people aren't connecting with you, because you're too busy trying to be something you're not, and the ones who could help you see right through it. You think success is about looking the part, dressing a certain way, talking a certain way. But success isn't about appearances. It's about substance. What do you really bring to the table? Because if it's built on lies, on imitation, on borrowed energy, it won't last. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs you in your rawest, realest form. And don't get it twisted. Being real doesn't mean being perfect. It means being honest. It means showing up as you, flaws and all, and having the courage to stand in that. Because when you do, that's when the right people take notice. That's when the right opportunities start chasing you instead of you chasing them. So if you're wondering why things aren't clicking for you, ask yourself this. Are you showing up as the real you, or are you just playing a role? Because the ones who can take you to the next level, they see the difference. And they only invest in what's real. You sit here doubting yourself, acting like you're not worthy. But let me tell you something. A sacrifice was already made for you to be here. Somebody before you paid the price so you could have this opportunity. You think your struggle is hard? Imagine the sacrifices made by the people who came before you, your parents, your grandparents, your mentors, your ancestors. They fought battles you'll never have to fight. They endured pain you'll never have to feel. They went without so you could have more. They worked jobs they hated so you could chase your dreams. They stayed up late, got up early, pushed through when they wanted to quit, just so you wouldn't have to start from nothing. And now you're sitting here hesitating, playing small, hiding your gifts. That's disrespectful to the sacrifice. The reason some of you are struggling isn't because you don't have talent, it's because you don't understand the cost that was already paid for you. You're walking around like you're waiting for permission, when in reality, the door is already open. You just have to step through it. Look, you don't have to do this for yourself. Do it for the ones who never had the chance. Do it for the ones who worked too hard for you to waste this moment. Do it for the ones who gave everything so you could have something. Because when you succeed, you don't just win for yourself. You win for them too. So stop hesitating. Stop second guessing. Stop playing like you don't have what it takes. You owe it to the ones who sacrificed before you to go all in. You know why most people fake it? Because they're scared. Fear makes you pretend. Fear makes you shrink. Fear makes you put on a mask because you don't think the real you is enough. But let me tell you something. Fear's a liar. You out here hiding your greatness because you're afraid of judgment, afraid of failure, afraid that if you step up, people will see your flaws. But let me ask you this. What's worse? Living in fear and never becoming who you were meant to be, or stepping into your purpose and dealing with a little criticism? Because guess what? People are going to talk either way. Fear will have you sitting on your dreams, watching others succeed, knowing deep down you're capable of more. Fear will make you settle for average when greatness is already inside you. Fear will keep you stuck in jobs you hate, relationships that drain you, and situations that don't serve you, all because you're too afraid to step into the unknown. But here's the truth. The only way to beat fear is to do exactly what it's telling you not to do. You don't wait for fear to disappear. You move in spite of it. You show up anyway. You speak up anyway. You take the risk anyway. Because when you do, fear loses its power over you. The crazy part, once you stop faking and start being real, you'll realize you were never really scared of failure. You were scared of your own potential. Because deep down, you know you were built for more. Deep down, you know you have something special inside you. And it's time to stop letting fear keep you from it. So today, make a choice. Are you going to keep letting fear make you fake? Or are you finally going to be real and claim what's already yours? Let me drop a truth bomb on you. The clock is ticking. Every moment you waste pretending, every second you spend faking your way through life is a second you can never get back. Time doesn't wait for anybody, and it sure as hell doesn't care if you're ready or not. The world keeps moving, whether you're moving with it or not. Opportunities don't hang around for people who aren't serious about grabbing them. You keep saying, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll change next week. I'll get serious when the time is right. But the truth is, the time is now. The moment you've been waiting for is slipping away. You think you have all the time in the world, but the reality is that every moment you waste pretending to be something you're not is a moment you'll never get back. You keep thinking there's plenty of time to turn it around, but you're already behind. You're already late. And the longer you keep putting it off, the further behind you fall. Imagine this, in 5 years, Where do you want to be? Do you want to still be faking it? Still acting like you're just getting started? Or do you want to look back and say, I stepped into my truth. I embraced who I really am. I put in the work, and now I'm living my dream. You don't have time to waste anymore. The clock is ticking. Your future's out there waiting for you to claim it, but you won't get there by sitting around hoping for the perfect moment. You get there by taking action, by being real, and by stopping the cycle of faking and starting the cycle of doing. The question is, how much longer are you willing to waste? How many more chances will you let slip by before you realize that the time is now? Because once it's gone, it's gone. And the only thing you'll have left is regret. So stop waiting, stop pretending. The clock is ticking, and it's time to make every second count. You think you're doing this alone, but people are watching. And I'm not just talking about the people who are physically around you. I'm talking about your family, your community, your network, and even the people who don't know you yet. Your actions, your choices, your drive, they influence others more than you think. Every time you hesitate is sending a message to someone who's looking up to you. Every time you play small, you're showing others that it's okay to stay comfortable. And every time you settle for less than your best, you're teaching someone else to do the same. Your potential isn't just for you, it's for everyone who looks to you as an example. The people who are counting on you might not always say it out loud, but they are paying attention. Your children, your siblings, your friends, they see what you do, even when you think they don't. Your effort or lack of it directly affects them. But here's the flip side. When you decide to show up as your true self, when you decide to step into your greatness, you inspire others to do the same. You start a ripple effect. The courage you show will give someone else the courage to chase their dreams. The work you put in will encourage others to put in the work too. When you stop faking it and start being real, you become a beacon for others who are struggling with the same fears and doubts. So don't fool yourself into thinking you're the only one affected by your choices. Your family, your future, your legacy, they all depend on you. When you rise, they rise with you. When you show up, they learn to show up. And when you step into your purpose, you unlock something bigger than yourself. You unlock the power to change not just your life, but the lives of everyone around you, right? You are never alone in this. People are watching, and your journey is paving the way for those who need you to keep going. So stop playing games and start being the example they need. You're sitting here thinking you need to wait for the right moment, but let me tell you, the opportunity is already yours. It's been sitting there waiting for you to claim it. The moment you were born, a piece of your destiny was already laid out, and all the tools you need are within you. But here's the problem. You've been acting like it's not yours. You've been waiting for someone else to hand it to you, for someone else to give you permission. But I'm here to tell you that you don't need anyone's permission to take what's already yours. The doors are open, the stage is set, the path is clear, but you're still sitting on the sidelines, scared to step forward. Why? Because you've been taught to wait for a sign, wait for the stars to align, wait for the perfect time. But the perfect time is now. What's stopping you from walking through those doors today? What's stopping you from claiming what you've been waiting for? You keep telling yourself that you're not ready, that you need more experience, more knowledge, more confidence. But what if I told you that all you need is the courage to take the first step? What if I told you that you already have everything you need to start? Your dreams are already in your hands. You just have to believe that you're worthy of them. Too many people wait for the right conditions. But the truth is, the right conditions will never come if you keep waiting. You're standing on the edge of everything you've ever wanted, but you have to take the first step. When you walk boldly toward your goals, the universe will begin to open up new opportunities. And what was once a dream will slowly turn into your reality. The opportunity is right here, right now. It's already yours, but only if you own it. Stop doubting yourself. Stop wondering if you're good enough. Stop waiting for a sign from the universe. The sign is here and it's telling you, claim what's yours. You've spent too much time looking for permission. You've waited for the right moment, the right opportunity, the right circumstances. But I'm here to tell you the truth. You don't need permission. You just need to walk like it's yours. The world doesn't give you what you want because you beg for it. It gives you what you claim because you take it. You have to walk with the authority that says, this is mine and I'm going to take it. When you stop acting like you're waiting for someone to hand you success and start walking like you own it, everything changes. You have the power to make things happen. You have the drive to get where you want to be. But you have to move with the conviction that it's already yours. No more playing small. No more doubting yourself. No more pretending. You've been handed the tools, you've been given the opportunity, and now all you need to do is step up and claim what's waiting for you. Stop asking for permission to succeed. Stop waiting for the green light. Walk like you're already on the path, because you are. Walk like the doors are already open, because they are. Walk like your success is already guaranteed, because it is. The only thing left to do is take the first step. It's time to walk like it's yours, because it is.